I'm going to show you exactly how AI is outperforming your solo marketing team and how you can use that to your advantage. Now, this isn't hard. If you can't sit down and watch under 10 minutes of free value, then you're not going to make it. So make it full screen, give it your full attention, don't focus on the comments, and take notes. What I've done is I've gone around the internet and I've figured out the averages of the averages. And after doing the calculations, I've found that you can cut your marketing team in half with AI. Let me explain. So, AI means that you can book more appointments for less money and save hundreds of hours every week. We'll see what that means. So, your marketing team, your new cost-effective marketing team. So, I made this Excel spreadsheet. Let's have a look at it now. So we've got the 9 major roles of a solar company marketing team. We don't need many of the roles in this team. We're going to be 100% keeping the marketing director role. The roles in green are the ones we're definitely going to be keeping. The roles in red are the ones we're going to be completely automating and throwing out. Roles in orange are the ones we're going to be merging into hybrid roles. So much of these roles can be automated with AI. And then we've got one in yellow, that's also going to be merged. It's just much of that role is going to be sustained, even though AI is going to do so much help. So to move on to the next tab, we've got AI savings per job. Now this is obviously very rough. This is taking the averages of online stats. However, all of these are going to be very much realistic salaries, and they're going to lie in what people are actually earning in the US. If we go down to the totals, we can see before time being 17,500 hours, and before salary being $807,000, around that. The after time is going to be 7,000 hours, and so the after salary is going to be 330 grand. So the time saved is 10,000 hours per year, and $476,000 per year. So with that in mind, large solar companies with a traditional marketing team are wasting more money than ever. They can be implementing AI, cutting costs, cutting time, simple as. Solo or small installer companies can implement these roles for cheaper than ever. So, meaning learning the AI tools, or hiring a part-time role, or hiring a hybrid role, like we're about to discuss, where someone for the same salary as one role before AI can do 3 roles. This is what I've devised. We have 4 roles now. One of these roles is the marketing strategist and leader. So basically that marketing director role, but is now taking on lead generation. So they develop lead gen strategies, they oversee campaigns, and they lead the team. So before, these 3 roles added up to 7,200 hours per year. So these 3 roles would have been the marketing director role, the lead gen specialist role, and the advertising manager role. We have a digital content and engagement manager. They manage online campaigns, so SEO, PPC, email, easier than ever with AI tools, creates content easier than ever with AI tools, and engages the community. That's the thing that's going to kind of stay the same. So this is the CRM analyst being merged with the data analyst. Their role is going to be significantly decreased. So what we're seeing is 2,500 hours per year, $170,000 per year, down to 256 hours per year. And because that's literally just a division of 10, we've got $17,000 per year. This is not a sustainable role, therefore. This is going to have to be a part-timer. This is going to have to be someone who's taking the role on the side. Either that, or you could stack it on top of one of the roles we've already got, or we could give it to the event and promotions coordinator. However, that's normally a person with a different skill set, someone who's not necessarily even involved in the online process, but someone who understands a lot about the installations, maybe understands a lot about business inquiries, and therefore is going to be at the events that are going to be coordinated. However, they're not going to know a whole lot about online stuff, but this is something that you can give to them. This is definitely something that you can give to the marketing strategist and leader to just dip their toes in and have a look whenever they want to, in the form of the data and CRM is just going to be completely automated within a software that the whole team should have access to. And that is the equivalent nowadays of the old employee role who would have taken up that CRM.
We just don't need that employee anymore. We need a software that is open and able to give all the stats at any time, takes in all the stats automatically, does everything automatically, finds more trends and finds more value than the traditional human role. So we've got data and CRM analyst as a role on here, but obviously this is going to be such a small role. The reason why we still got it on here is because of how crucial it is. Events and promotions coordinator, again, this can't be usurped by AI. This is the only marketing role that can't really be usurped. It's gonna need that human being. So before we have 9 roles, 17,552 hours per year, and 807,000, 73.4% reduction on time, 72.4% reduction on money, and in 30 days that means, in 1 month that means 1,058.66 hours and 48,763. Obviously, these aren't exact, but they're certainly not going to be very, very changeable. These I've taken from the averages of the averages in regards to reliable sources. So now that the boring stuff is over, let's get into exactly how these 2 of the 4 roles halve their workload with AI. So we have the before roles of the marketing director, the lead generation specialist, and the advertising manager. And these are their key functions. And what we're going to do is we're going to combine them into one role, being the marketing strategist and leader. So the way this is going to work is we're going to develop lead gen strategies, oversee campaigns, and lead the team. This is exactly how we're going to do it. We're going to have 1, the marketing strategy that we're going to establish, 2, lead generation, and 3, lead nurturing. Now, most of you solar companies hopefully should already have a marketing strategy implemented. If you don't, get that implemented, because people aren't going to know enough about you. You're going to be wondering why you're not getting appointments set, and it's because you're not getting your marketing strategy dialed in and you're not getting your face in front of enough people who actually want solar. So 1, we have the marketing strategy. What we're going to use is Jasper AI. Now, I'll show you exactly what Jasper AI is right now. So really simply, Jasper AI is going to allow you to make yourself a marketing strategy. The benefit of doing it inside of Jasper instead of doing it inside of ChatGPT is that it's going to take many elements such as your brand voice and your brand goals and take it into account. You're also going to be able to have your whole team inside of Jasper. Anyone wanting to make any marketing content is going to be able to utilize the advantages of AI while following the same brand voice and brand ideals and identity super easily. And everything's basically just going to be in one place. But this isn't just kind of like for an organizational benefit. This is really for the AI's benefit as well. So you're going to get the best out of the AI by using Jasper AI. Down here in the feature categories, you can see that it does different things such as content marketing, product marketing, social media marketing. And here it says it has 40 apps, 22 apps, 35 apps. These apps are actually just GPT prompts, so ChatGPT prompts that are perfectly tailored. So when you put in something you want and you put in a prompt, it's going to come out with the best thing for you. So whatever piece of content marketing it is, for example, if it's a blog post, it's going to come up with a blog post optimized piece of writing that isn't just some post, that isn't just some article. It's going to be perfect for your brand, it's going to be perfect for your website, and it's going to talk about really the things that you want to be talking about in that exact blog post that you decide to make. So how can we develop a marketing strategy? Come up with a marketing strategy that will grow my solar company. And it's going to take us into this chatbot. The chatbot's going to ask certain questions such as, could you share a bit more about your business? So residential, commercial, or both. So let's say we're residential. We're in the United Kingdom. We have advanced technology in the form of new Moonlight solar panels. So then it's going to create the marketing strategy. So it's come up with all of this obviously in seconds. The great thing about Jasper is then you can have your team come in and look at this and follow this and condense it down. You can really do whatever you want with it. So for example, down here, it says choose brand voice. We can add ourselves a brand voice if you want. We're not going to look at that today. You're basically just going to want to put as much of the info you have on your operations and your strategy and your ideas and your branding into Jasper as much as you can. Within this chatbot absolutely is fine. From the chatbot, you can go off and you can create content. So this takes you onto another page apparently, and you get all these apps. that will make everything you need for your team, including posts, including landing pages. So yeah, it's really excellent. It does everything you need for online marketing in terms of content. Now we have the strategy. Let's go on to lead generation, where we're going to be using Jasper AI, we're going to be using ArcAds.ai, and we're going to be going into Go High Level. First of all, go to Jasper AI and create an ad script prompt for your solar business. Your ad script is going to have these 3 pillars. So first of all, we're going to need a hook. And the hook, the one thing that you need above all, is you're going to want to grab attention. You can address your ideal audience, that's great. You can include wording that incites curiosity, and then people are going to keep watching. But the most important thing is that you grab their attention. Moving on to the body, you're going to be wanting to make sure that you're selling your product well. So making sure that you are selling the benefits and not just selling the functions. Also, you're going to want to fundamentally build desire and trust. So what does that look like? That's showing kind of who you are, what you're about, what you do, showing testimonials. That's always a great one. Testimonials always do so well. Once you've cultivated a great body of the script, you're going to want to have a call to action. So the CTA call to action needs to include your offer. It needs to include an offer, and it needs to include a place for your customers to go. So whether it's clicking the link, whether it's booking a call, whatever it's doing, it has to give your customer something they can do right now. And if you don't have something that your customers can do right now to access your services, you need to make that for them. That's going to be your problem, not your customers. So those are the 3 pillars. We're going to plug that ad script straight into ArcAds.ai. So ArcAds.ai is great. You can choose from hundreds of AI actors, and they save time, they grab attention, look professional, build trust. They're way cheaper than any alternatives. They definitely convert, meaning just because they don't look like a typical ad doesn't mean they don't convert. It truly means the opposite. And they're great for client testimonials.
Hey you, can you guess which of the video is AI generated?
Do you think I am AI generated?
Do you think I am AI generated?
Or maybe you think I am AI generated?
Are your answers locked in?
Choose wisely.
In fact, all of the videos were AI generated with ArcAds.
Go to arcads.ai and get your videos today.
With those 3 pillars of a high-performing ad and great delivery, you're going to get a high-performing ad out of your ArcAds.ai actor. So then you're going to want to be doing 2 things. You're going to want to be running your advert on Meta Ads. Then on those ads, you're going to link a form or booking a call page, whatever you think is best. We're also going to want to go into High Level, and any content we're creating with something like ArcAds, we're going to want to put it into Go High Level. And from Go High Level, we can automate the content we're posting. So we're going to be able to post to Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, etc. We're going to be able to do all that from Go High Level, all automatically as long as we set it up. Going to be all manageable in one place, which is perfect. We can schedule posts and we don't have to worry about that and when posts are going to go live. That makes an absolutely solid lead generation technique. So the lead nurturing is also going to come in the form of Go High Level, and using their workflow AI, you can get AI to create a workflow of automated emails that happens when someone fills out your form or books a call, that kind of thing. We can also do this with SMS and AI callers. So an AI caller can call up your lead and ask them some questions about whether their roofing qualifies, if their electricity system qualifies, and then they'll try and book a qualified customer into your calendar so that you can have a call with them and talk about the benefits of solar. And lastly, we've got how the digital content and engagement manager halves their workload with AI. So before we had 3 roles. We had the digital marketing specialist, the content creator / social media manager, and the graphic designer. These are their key functions, and this is their average salary. We turned that into 1 role. We have the digital content and engagement manager. They're going to do all the functions of all these 3 because it's so much easier with AI. More importantly, it's going to get even more easy, and you're just going to get left behind if you don't start making a few redundancies if you have to, and definitely merging some of these roles. So they're going to have 2 main functions, outbound marketing and inbound marketing. So we'll start with outbound, which is going to be in the form of content creation, of course. So we refer to the Jasper AI strategy. Refer back for the direction or inspiration. We might want to build on that Jasper AI strategy. You might want to make it more nuanced, make a more nuanced campaign that's just going to be kind of seasonal. You might want to make it in support of an offer, for example, that you have going on. Or you want to capitalize on a new product. For example, there's new moonlight oriented solar panels that are coming out, which is super cool. So you might want to capitalize on that, get that in the business, and just make a little content creation, kind of string strategy, so you can make sure everyone knows about the moonlight solar panels. Bring all the interest in with some like teasing, with some engaging content, and then later down the line just spill out more details. You don't want to put it all in one like LinkedIn or Twitter or Facebook post, for example. Or maybe you do, maybe you want to test that, but you definitely want to be spreading that information out, and you definitely want to be installing that into someone's home as quickly as possible, so then you can show that people are already capitalizing on this as quickly as possible, and that will get the most urgency. And so this is why you have to come up with strategy, because these are all complex and you have to organize this so you can really just make the most out of these new products that are coming in. So we have the Jasper AI strategy. We know what we need to do so we can get our new offer, product, our campaign in front of people's faces through outbound marketing. So we're going into the image, video, and copywriting phase. So with image generation, we're just going to use Canva's Dreamlabs. It's perfect because it's an AI image generator that's going to generate you perfect images straight away. Plug it into Canva's AI image generator tool, Dreamlabs, and when that's done, you're going to be able to transform that straight into Canva and just edit it straight from there. So that's really convenient. With the copywriting, we're going to go straight back to Jasper AI. Then you're going to know your brand tone. They're going to know your past works because we're all using it inside of Jasper. And you're going to be able to use one of their set apps that have a preloaded GPT that's going to be able to make the perfect piece of writing, make the perfect piece of copy, whatever it is you want. With an image and copywriting, you can do a lot, but we're also going to want video. I put the video camera here because the way you're going to stand out from people is by filming your actual installations and by taking images of your actual installations. That's going to make you stand out. That's going to show that you are a professional company and that you're on it. And it's going to show the scale of your operations, especially if you're doing solar farms, for example, and you want to show the whole farm. You're going to need drone footage of that, because the other alternative is, of course, an AI-generated piece of drone footage, which just isn't ethical because that's going to not be your work. So now that we've got that content, and now that we've got video content, throw it into Submagic. And this video is going to show you a little bit about what Submagic does. These guys, nothing of this is sponsored. This is how we're going to implement stuff into your businesses. Submagic's absolutely phenomenal. So have a look.
You're going to want to use this AI editing tool because it automatically adds B-rolls and transitions to your videos in just one click. Start by heading to submagic.co. Upload your video and now you'll automatically get dynamic captions to your video, but wait, that's not it. Head over to the B-roll tab and click on Magic B-roll to automatically add B-roll to your video. You can also click on any word, then tap on search to manually add B-roll. Finish off by adding a transition animation, hit export, and you're done.
So obviously Submagic is super powerful. Take a look. Not sponsored, not affiliate links, nothing. Thirdly, we go to email marketing. We're going to just use Jasper and go high level. In Go High Level, we can set up email automations. That's going to be perfect. We're not going to have to worry about sending emails individually. We're going to be able to use all the benefits of email automation, including all the links. Jasper's going to be able to write the emails for you in your brand tone. It's also going to be able to give you the visual benefits of email marketing. So it's not just a blank email, it's going to be like a branded visually email, which is perfect. And when we do that, we've got a full outbound strategy implemented, in place, and so much of it is automated. So much of it, just the time is cut down so much with AI. Now we've got that in place, we're going to need a place for these people to go. We're going to need a website. This is for inbound. This is for people who are clicking on the link or just looking into your website. They've seen your socials and they're looking for solar work. These are people who are interested. These are warm leads. So we're going to need to build a website if we don't have one already. If we don't have a website in 2025, what are we doing? Get yourself a website. And one of the best ways we can do that is with an AI website builder. So CodeWP, I do recommend because it's a great tool for complex WordPress sites. Now, WordPress is different from other website builders because it has so many third-party tools. Obviously, with something complex like WordPress, if you know WordPress, you know it's complex. You might be worried about small edits. The fact is, it's cheaper to get it edited than it is to get it made from scratch. People are going to be able to charge so much for WordPress sites still today because there's more demand for kind of website creation for new businesses than ever. You need a website. That's the bottom line. So there's high demand for websites. Despite the fact that there are a lot of website builders, WordPress is still complex and evolving enough. The website builders are still going to charge so much. If I was a website builder, I'd be charging thousands per website. So SEO, meaning search engine optimization, is going to give you good search engine ranking. With the right tool, we're going to be able to do traffic generation and data and management, and that's where SEMrush comes in. None of this is sponsored again. SEMrush is an incredible tool. It's going to do your search engine ranking, your traffic generation, and your data and management. Again, as explained before, it's just very much an all-in-one tool for just getting your website out there and doing the most for kind of inbound, for people coming into your website. As you can see down here, it does quite a lot. But what I'm mostly interested in is the AI implementation it has to their already amazing services. Look at SEMrush, look at what it can do for you. If you're not looking at tools such as SEMrush, you are losing out on money, and your employees are definitely doing the wrong thing. I'm dead serious. There are alternatives, but SEMrush does the most, it does it all, it's excellent. Again, not sponsored. Now we have this funnel where people see yourselves on social media, they see the content, and they click the link because they like what they see. They're either going to go straight to a form, straight to a call, straight to your website, and from your website, they're going to hopefully fill in a form or book a call, or make a call. So with all these in place, you're going to be earning a lot more money, saving more money than you could ever have done before, and you're going to be making a whole lot of families happy with their new solar installations. Look at that happy family. They look content. So if you're a serious action taker, and you're not someone who just watches these videos like a mindless bot and kind of doesn't do anything about it, book a call with us and we can go over exactly how to implement AI into your business, whether that's custom AI that you want coded, or it's implementing these apps, whether it's training. We do that and so much more. A consultation call is completely free, so you have everything to gain and nothing to lose. So click the link below, book a call with us today. Thanks for watching and have a good day.